You sit down to watch a football match. 22 strangers in matching shirts are running around the field. One of them just sprinted into open space for no obvious reason. Another is walking off the field so slowly it physically hurts to watch. Every one of those sprints has a specific name. The frantic movement is the byproduct of a system where energy is never spent without a purpose. Over the last century and a half, the game has been redesigned, reshaped by a singular, ruthless obsession: hunting down and eliminating waste. This war is being fought on two fronts. Managers are constantly re-engineering the physical space on the pitch, while the rule makers are policing every single tick of the clock. Modern football is an aggressively optimized system, engineered to squeeze maximum value out of every blade of grass and every available second. For nearly a century, the goalkeeper had the most isolated job on the field. You would stand on the line, wait for a shot, and try not to let it pass you. It was a purely defensive, reactive wall. The players directly in front of them, the center backs, have also evolved. A bad defender chases attackers all over the pitch. An elite modern defender reads the geometry of the play and simply walks to where the danger will land. The most extreme spatial transformation happened out on the edges. 30 years ago, the fullback was the least valued player on the roster. Their entire job description was to hug the touchline and boot the ball away. Then coaches realized those wide edges were dead zones. Instead of running up and down a line, fullbacks began to step into the middle, instantly turning into extra central midfielders while their team had the ball. This creates a massive advantage for the central midfielder, the number 8. They are the tireless engine room of the team, carrying the ball forward, sprinting back to defend, and linking the entire system together. Contrast that total efficiency with the historical number 10. This was the pure playmaker. They rarely ran.
They found a pocket of grass, waited for inspiration, and refused to defend. Modern tactics killed off that purely luxury role. Teams pressed so intensely now that the pocket of space the classic playmaker lived in no longer exists. A player who only participates when they have the ball is an inefficiency a top team cannot afford. At the very top of the pitch, the traditional striker has one highly specialized job: stay incredibly high up the field and master a tiny patch of space near the goal to finish the attack. And that rigid structure led to a brilliant tactical trap: the false 9. This striker deliberately abandons their attacking zone, dropping backward into midfield. If opposing defenders follow, they leave a massive hole behind them. If they stay put, the striker runs the game from the middle completely free. There is no right answer. Every tactical shift you see on the pitch comes from a manager identifying an underutilized patch of grass and inventing a new role to exploit it. As the physical space became optimized, players found a new inefficiency to exploit. They started intentionally stalling the clock to kill the opposing team's momentum. In response, FIFA introduced a sweeping set of new rules for the 2026 World Cup. These are aggressive administrative crackdowns designed explicitly to police the flow of time. If a player takes too long to take a throw-in or a goal kick, the referee now starts a visible 5-second countdown. Fail to restart the play in time, and possession instantly switches to the other team. The slow, theatrical walk off the pitch during a substitution has also been targeted. Once the substitution board goes up, the player has exactly 10 seconds to leave the pitch. If they fail to beat that clock, the player coming on is forced to wait on the sideline. The offending team has to play a man down for a full minute. They are applying that same strict math to feign injuries. If a player receives medical attention from a physio on the pitch, they must now sit out for a mandatory 1-minute penalty, making tactical delays incredibly costly. Even the video-assistant referees have expanded powers. They can now quickly review secondary offenses, like second yellow cards, without unnecessarily halting the live action. Referees are no longer just arbitrating physical fouls.
They have become mathematical enforcers, strictly regulating the seconds to ensure the ball stays in play. The static, symmetrical formation graphics on your screen disappear the moment the game begins. The exact second the whistle blows, those starting positions dissolve. Players immediately step into fluid, dynamic jobs that constantly shift based on where the ball is. Your eyes naturally want to follow the ball, but the real match is being decided in the manipulation of space and time miles away from it. The physical dimensions of the pitch haven't changed in generations, but the hidden operating system running underneath it has been upgraded dozens of times. When the 11 engineered jobs on the pitch meet the strict math of the new rules, we stop watching a chase. We start seeing the blueprints of the game itself. I'm Tom, and here at Easy with Tom, we make complex ideas easy. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.